large 3-topping Domino's pizzas for $7.99 every day of the week.
It's Peyton. It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
Hey man, what up, Peyton? You know I have DirecTV NFL Sunday ticket. I get
Just a little late night editing,
all in HD.
early morning editing, however you want to think about it.
Like nachos.
It's
Alright, pencil you in for
2:18
Get NFL Sunday ticket included at no extra charge.
a.m.
Only on DirecTV.
Technically Monday morning.
Finding Google's grapefruit shandy is a perfect balance of German style.
And that is Mythbusters you're hearing in the background, in case anybody's wondering.
Out here.
And I'm editing one of the two completed
Your car insurance policy is
stories.
22 pages long.
It's titled Raven. It's an EarthGov security story.
Lawyers do that. So when you got rear-ended and you needed a tow, your insurance company told you to look at page 5
set on
of your
Earth
policy.
in
Did it say,
2191.
great news, you're covered on page 5? No.
And
It said,
just
blah,
like when
blah,
I'm
blah,
writing,
blah, blah, blah,
I write everything out by hand, by pen, in spiral-bound notebooks. When I edit, I print out, and I'm old school, red pen. So, here we go.
Have a break! Have a Kit Kat! Skechers. Bold. Rugged. Stylish. Effortless. Comfortable. Relaxed. Step into style with Skechers.
Okay, that should do it. Cool. Don't forget to go to brighthouse.com and register for my services.
Well, why would I register for your services?
Not my services, your services.
My services.
Right. My services is all about your services.
Why do you keep saying my services?
Because that's his fame. Once you register, you can do more. Download apps, watch TV on your wireless devices, find free Wi-Fi locations, all sorts of stuff.
That's a cool service.
Yes. Yes, it is. Register today at brighthouse.com/myservices.
Friday night, Pinellas County Pride is on the line on the Bright House Sports Network Game of the Week. The Tornadoes, last year's district champs, are coming off a historic winning season.
And they're not going to get it.
While the Cougars continue to be consistent contenders year after year. Clearwater, Countryside, live Friday night at 7:30 on Bright House Sports Network. Your home for high school sports.
I say it so often at work.
We don't know what lurks in the shadows. There could be anything out there. When this thing was found, it blew the doors wide open.
It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
What on earth is going on? If we have eliminated all the possible scientific answers, maybe this is something.
Yeah, I curse a lot, so you right here.
Season premiere Tuesday at 9 on Science.
I'm trying to get to.
Does getting cold feet mean you actually get cold feet? To find out,
Trying to get to translate on Google Translate, but my tablets are terrible. I mean, everything that I used to hate about touchscreen phones.
Upside down. I have to tell you. Looked at the numbers, done the calculations, and I've come to the conclusion that I don't want to do this anymore. He's coming straight at us! Oh my God, this guy is nuts. And I'm trusting my life in his hands. What if he passes out? I mean, what if this is his day to go? I think all of us were sort of wondering if Tori was really going to be afraid of this. Because this is basically an adrenaline-type activity, which Tori enjoys. So, to make sure, Carrie and I have been waging psychological warfare on Tori.
If we have to jump, I'm going to say bail out, bail out, bail out.
And then, after we've explained all of the dangers, including your parachute, not opening, you bumping off the tail.
Be prepared, you're going to hit the tail, boom, and you just push yourself away.
And hopefully, by that time, he's in the mind space where he can be anxiety-ridden enough to have cold feet.
Okay.
No.
And that right there is the look of a man getting cold feet. But we won't know for sure until we access the foot sensors after the test. But right now, for Tori, after seems like a lifetime away.
Oh, crap.
As last words go, Tori, you might want to rethink those.
So what is the first spelling? M-O-I or M-O-Y? Do this.
I'm over 100. Let's see if I get cold feet.
And if the anxiety juices weren't already flowing,
My palms are definitely sweaty.
there's the tortuously slow climb to gain the required altitude for the first maneuver. So not only is Tori now anticipating the chaos to come, he's doing it way above his comfort zone.
I believe he's starting with the inverted flat spin.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. You ready? All right.
I have a feeling if he's got cold feet, right now.
I'm trying to
They're not going easy on him, are they?
stick with,
And for the next 15 minutes, Sean puts Tori through the ringer, doing everything he
stick with the
can
spelling
to
I have
scare the
now. I'll
mess out of
double
Tori
check it
and freeze his feet.
at the desktop later when I go to type it up. This is the first editing
Tori just
pass, so what I do
bring him and this
is
test back
now I'm
down to
getting a lot of the smaller details. Like for example, I have a character who's sitting in a chair, and I just described it as a thickly padded chair. I'd like to mention specifically what kind of
Wasn't the actual
chair.
maneuvers, well, I mean, it was partly the maneuvers, but it was right before the maneuvers, the fear of the unknown.
It's one of the good things I like about having tablets that I can sit here at the desk on the other side of the room from my computer.
That was
And,
so intense. All right, well, are you ready for the results? Yes. All right.
Okay, well, you know that your heart rate
Still
was
look
elevated
things
the
up.
entire day, right? Okay, well, if we look at the temperature of your feet all the way up to the plane ride, it's at 96.2, which is exactly the same as your baseline.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's not looking good for the myth. I mean, I know it might have looked like I was having fun, but I was actually terrified. Yeah, but check this out. Before each of the big stunts, there was a slight drop in temperature in your feet.
Yeah, but it's only a degree or two.
Before getting into the plane, I was actually terrified. And then before each of those maneuvers, I was dreading it. But I mean, such a small change in temperature, we can't call this one yet.
after the break. The poop starts flying.
We don't know what lurks in the shadows. There could be anything out there.
When this thing was found, it blew the doors wide open.
It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
What on earth is going on?
If we have eliminated all the possible scientific answers, maybe this is something else.
NASA's Unexplained Files. Season premiere Tuesday at 9 on Science. Like the taste of
fresh apples? Try an Angry Orchard hard cider. It takes 2 apples to make each bottle of Angry Orchard. Crisp, refreshing, and not too sweet. Angry Orchard hard cider. Branch out.
A well-put-together man is said to be sharp. At GMC, we get why people appreciate that kind of precision. After all, precision is the kind of sharp that slices through a crowd. This is the precision of professional grade. Step up to GMC and get cash back for up to 16% of the MSRP on these select 2016 GMC vehicles. That's over $8,400 cash back on this Yukon Denali.
Hanes underwear with revolutionary X-Temp technology is designed to respond to your body temperature to help keep you cool. Let's put it to the test.
Yeah.
Oh. Just gonna play it.
Wedge?
Yep. Next.
It speeds evaporation to help keep you cool and dry. Hanes X-Temp technology. Because when you're cool, you're comfortable.
I think you got this.
Get your home and gear with big Labor Day deals at Lowe's. Like up to $40 off paint and primers, stains and sealants, and
So now we're looking for a lot of the more obvious things. Like I said, details, minor details.
Now that TLC Go allows Sharon to watch her favorite TLC shows anytime, anywhere.
For example, they're in the study, but I haven't described what the study is, what the study looks like.
Our shows are exceptionally engrossing, so please exercise caution while watching TLC Go. Careful with those clippers, Sharon. TLC Go, free with your TV subscription. Download TLC Go now at your app store.
Tuesday, Through the World returns for its most provocative season. We're exploring topics more polarizing than ever before.
Even the most normal person can become violent extremism.
Sex determination balances of the head of the trigger.
So,
Pulling finger.
Questions can cause controversy, but they are also catalysts for change.
also what I'll do is I'll look for
Season starts Tuesday at 10 on Science.
layouts of rooms so I can.
Interesting idioms and the odd adage have proven to be fertile territory for the Mythbusters.
Dude,
That is a lead balloon.
So who better to make a whole heap of fake poop
It's time to go into mass production.
and see what really happens when it hits the fan?
While we're at it, we're going to add a little blue food color.
Sometimes I'll look for
Maybe it won't first
like a general layout of an
Jamie has
office,
squeezed
and for
his
example,
physically accurate excrement
just to
analog
have a
into
vague idea
individual poop
of what
portions,
the study looks like,
the
or
turd tossing can begin.
as I'm about to
And
do,
we're ready to test.
you've probably already figured out what we're going to do here, but I'll explain anyway. We're going to hurl these poos at this fan inside this 310-degree surround. The idea is that anything that flies off this fan will be clearly visible on this surround. Shall we get started?
yeah, looks like I'm gonna have
All right. Oh,
skip something
it feels
out.
really, it's impressive. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1. That was, I have to say, I'm a little disappointed.
Well, you know, we kind of figured with that screen on it, it's not going to fully penetrate the blades of the fan.
Right, the screen is out.
But a closer look reveals that although it wasn't as disappointing as they first thought,
Oh, but look, there's actually a fair bit of coverage over here.
those few tiny specks are by no means a done splattering home run. So cue take 2. And this time, free from its protective guard, will the fan slice, dice, and fling feces in all directions?
All right, here we go. 1 fan minus 1 grill plus 1 poo equals...
Equals a whole lot of not much. And so far, the myth is looking like a bust. With or without the grill, poop is physically hitting a fan, but the odd splattered speck does not constitute the catastrophe the idiom implies. But the guys aren't giving up yet. These preliminary tests have yielded some...
This is actually going to come in handy because later I have another scene
prevent the poop from reaching
that's set
a non-starter, when in fact
in the
kitchen implement, slicing and dicing the poop so that
in
it
the
actually
study,
better
and I had
cage
to
on than the cage off. Where does that leave us? Where do we go from here?
parenthesis
We always
and
go from here. Bigger. From 12-inch fan to a 20-inch fan. Bigger cage, and the blades are made of metal.
So, let's see if the mean metal fan can.
That worked pretty well.
Oh, yeah. Not bad.
Not bad is not good enough. When the poop hits the fan, you expect a disaster of poop storm proportions. And so far, that hasn't happened. But that doesn't mean it's not possible. Perhaps some combination of variables, like the direction and speed of the fan or consistency of the poop, will make it happen.
Before we start in on other variables, I'd like to remove one. I don't want to rely on myself for flinging poo. I'd like to make a repeatable poo thrower.
Adam's now going to build a rig that consistently throws poo at 30 miles per hour.
Yep, before they embark on a series of tests that will isolate the myth's chance of being confirmed, they need some consistency. Unfortunately, Adam, with his funky rotating catapult, seems to be consistently...
As you can tell, I'm not an artist. Things like this are generally just so I can figure out where everything is in relation to everything else. So now that I've done that,
Reliably, it's ending up on the floor, the poop's ending up on the ceiling. I need it to be 100% reliable in order to use this, so I'm going to cut it to pieces and try something else.
Something else being a more traditional catapult design that not only gives good speed...
31.
31! Nice!
It gets the round hoop in the square hole every time.
So we get to testing?
I think so.
All right.
Coming up next on Mythbusters, face the arachnid chair.
For a limited time, a Frosty is just 50 cents. Dig in with a spoon or a straw,
I'll stick with a 5.
because a 50-cent Frosty won't be around forever. Make sure you get it before it's gone.
It's paid on Sunday morning.
Hey man,
What up, Hank?
you know I have DirecTV NFL Sunday ticket. I get every game, every Sunday, all in HD.
Yeah, I know that.
So you want to come over? I'll make nachos.
I can't right now, man. I'm playing.
Yeah. All right. Pencil you in for Tuesday.
Get NFL Sunday ticket included at no extra charge. Only on DirecTV.
Look at all these purchases you made with your airline credit card. Hold on, you only got double miles on stuff you bought from that airline? Let me show you something better. The Capital One Venture Card. With Venture, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase. Not just airline purchases. Every purchase, everywhere, every day. No, really, double miles on all of them. What's in your wallet?
With this level of engineering, it's a performance machine. With this degree of intelligence, it's a supercomputer. With this grade of protection, it's a fortress. And with this standard of luxury, it's an oasis. Introducing the completely redesigned E-Class. It's everything you need it to be, and more. Lease the E300 for $549 a month at your local Mercedes-Benz dealer. Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing.
With Bright House Networks, it's more than a game. It's more than a destination. It's more than an adventure. It's lightning internet. And it connects you to the world at the speed of you.
The weather moves, it's always changing, and in Florida, we have to be able to adapt. At Bay News 9, our focus is to make sure you're safe, so that accurate information gets to you when you need it the most. That's why we're on every 10 minutes, all day, every day. We're a team with experience and knowledge. And with powerful tools like Plystron 9, we can bring you more accurate weather forecasting, so you can plan and prepare. That's why more people turn to us for weather. Baby's 9, exclusively on Bright House Networks.
We don't know what lurks in the shadows.
It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
What on earth is going on?
NASA's Unexplained Files, season premiere Tuesday at 9 on Science.
Hey everyone, Trace here for D News on Science Channel. Thanks to funding from the Ice Bucket Challenge, researchers have identified a gene NEC1 which is associated with ALS, the deadly neurodegenerative disease. Mutations on this gene might affect our body's ability to repair DNA over
now that I
time.
have a better
This could be
idea
a
of what
factor in
the
emergence of ALS and
study
results.
looks like,
Researchers
and a
are still
few
searching for other
adjustments,
genes associated with motor neuron disease.
remove
Get
some
more
more
at
horrible
sciencechannel.com.
adverbs, and adjectives that really aren't needed. If I tell you
Anything you see on the show
that a
at home.
character is sitting in a wing chair, you pretty much can know what a wing chair is, what it looks like, what it's, you know, that it is a large, comfortable chair. I don't have to mention that it's thickly padded. I believe in conservation of words. Why should I say in 5 words what I can say in 1? You know, you'll see things like don't say you're exhausted, don't say, don't say you're very tired, say you're exhausted. But there are people who also say, well, don't say exhausted, say you're very tired. It's like, yeah, but removing very is important. Very is another one of those words that you really couldn't do without. Just adjust this a little bit here. I really wish I had something to put this on.
You could actually experience cold hands or cold feet.
And to see if Grant gets cold feet, Carrie and Tori have a devious plan that involves a spot of phobia shopping.
Owen!
Carrie, Tori, hi, how you doing? So, we need some creepy crawly things to freak Grant out, and we thought this would be a good place to come.
And with that, the guys get right to the dark heart of Grant's nightmares. Hairy, scary spiders.
So what we have here is avicularia, the pink-toed tarantula.
Man, they look hungry.
Okay, so I'm thinking,
Whoa!
jumping,
These things are gonna be perfect.
furry spiders all over Grant's head.
How many of these do you have?
25?
I think that's perfect. This is gonna freak him out for sure.
Back at base, Carrie and Tori get down to business building a rig that will put Grant in touch, literally, with his 8-legged fears.
So what do we got here? Well, this would be your basic arachnid containment and dispensary units. Right here we've got the tarantula delivery hole so that we can be dropping the spiders right on Grant's head. It's made out of a clear acrylic, and at the bottom right here we have the Grant to spider adapter.
And with the torturee all hooked up to the foot sensors and test time fast approaching,
I'm a little nervous.
our test subject is not exactly thinking warm and fuzzy thoughts.
Okay, so it's well known that I don't like the fish touching me. In previous episodes I mentioned this. The spiders, I think, are, well, they're on par, I think, with the fish touching me.
Somehow, Grant, I think this is going to top that.
And this is our chair.
The arachnid chair.
And this is going to be living hell. Now, Grant has known roughly what he was in for a while. But as he takes in the details...
Wait a minute, here you go. That way the spiders don't get in your eyes.
You can literally see his brain chemically shouting at his body, run, Grant, run. What we don't know is whether that feeling of fear will result in cold feet.
Hit the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
What? While testing the idiom when poop hits the fan, Adam and Jamie have seen
Looks
some
like
promising signs.
you're coming up on 25 minutes, so I think that's going to be about it for now. Just as a reminder, in about 2 weeks, there will be the next Facebook Live video about the next book, A Bright Symmetry, in which I did something a little bit different. It's just about novel length, but instead of chapters, I have individual stories. So until then, take care, be well, and good night.